Hi, you've reached my detailed technical review. Today we are talking a little bit about, let me see if I can get back further so you can see the whole thing. The Fusion Urtopia, not Utopia, Urtopia Fusion GT, which is an electric bike. Very nice bike. So first of all, a couple of things, right? You got the nice rack on the back. I have my gear stored there. The seat is actually very comfortable. It's not horribly bad, does not hurt. You've got all your controls here, easy to reach. So you've got your gear shift. You got a nice horn there, so you can play your horn, but it also allows you to utilize, this is a toggle switch, so you can switch in the assist mode, power assist mode. And of course, the cool thing about this is in order to turn it on, you have to use your fingerprint. Whoop, doesn't like my finger. And there we go. So you can see where I had it before, I didn't have it on. But oh, and I have the battery unlocked right now, so I have to lock the battery back up. But you can see that it easily turns on, powers on, gives you a lot of capabilities. Let's see. The battery is located right here. This particular model, the Fusion GT, has two motors. So there's actually a motor here in the back of the unit, and then a motor at the front. So because it has two motors, you get a little bit more balanced ride, and you get a little bit less distance on the battery you have. But the Urtopia also has the capacity right here, and it has a plug-in right down here on the other side. I'll turn it over. You can see right there where my finger is. You can actually have a second battery. So we have drink holders in ours. You see it's got fairly decent pedals, a pretty good kickstand. And I'm gonna turn the bike off so that it's off. And I'm gonna roll a little bit forward so we can see in the light a little bit more and not be in the sunlight quite so much. So there you can see the gear shift. And the gear shift is very easy to use. Again, it's just your thumb right there. Now, the thing I like is, unlike a traditional bike, this actually has a much bigger chain angle. So you actually have more torque when you're using your feet. And then because you have power, you can actually literally, go further faster. This is a class 3, so it will go up to around 30 miles an hour. A little bit less than 30 miles an hour. I like the carbon fiber body, which is nice. The wheels are nice in the sense that they're big enough that you don't have to worry about it. You have a very stable ride. As I said, the seat is pretty comfortable. The pedals, not bad. They're pretty standard modern bike pedals. And then I do have my bike bag on the back here. I have all my stuff in it. So if you open it up, I have the cable for my chain, and I have a bunch of stuff in this one. You can see I have my emergency air pump, and I have my bike gloves, which makes it pretty straightforward and easy. And then of course in the front of the bike, we have an iPhone holder so you can have your phone. The other thing I like about this bike is I do like the hand grip. I don't feel like the hand grips are gonna tear at my hands as much. And then we added the bike place that we love, Mount Airy Bikes in Mount Airy, Maryland. You ever want to buy a bike and you're in Maryland, that's the place to go. They added the mirrors so that they can be adjusted, and you can see there's a mirror of me in the mirror, kind of a double mirror, as it were. So I'm trying to think of any other features that I've missed. Oh, charging is pretty straightforward. Comes with a charger. The charger plugs in right here where my finger is. Pretty straightforward, easy. It'll tell you on the screen. The screen does GPS, but it also, and there you can see it's still on. I got to turn it off, but I'll do that when the review is done. The cool thing about the screen is it also has a Bluetooth speaker. So you can actually, if you don't have earbuds, you can play your music through the Bluetooth speaker. There's advantages to having a Bluetooth speaker at that point. One of which is that you don't have the earbuds that block block ambient noise, and sometimes ambient noise represents police and things like that. So it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy to use, a nice e-bike. I enjoy it. And again, the company's name, I'm going to turn it sideways so you can see it, is Urtopia. Urtopia, not Utopia. I know because I've been calling it Utopia until I realized that it was actually Urtopia. So there you go. E-bike.